All right, welcome to another episode of Sports Therapy. I am your host, your one and only host, FH Jr. About the show, Sports Therapy with FH Jr. This is a caller driven show where callers will have 2 minutes. You can call in, you can rip, rant, and kick knowledge about all things NFL. The show is always sponsored by Crown Royal, and I am normally decked out in the standard uniform augmented by the official NFL cap with the logo that tells everybody, man, I am as neutral as Switzerland. I'm always rocking a cool beard. And also, on Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr., man, we don't talk politics. We don't talk race relations. Man, I don't give a fat rat's butt what the Republicans are doing, nor do I care what the Democrats are doing. We don't talk sexual orientation. All are welcome to call in and participate because if you are a friend of football, NFL, you are a friend of mine. And once again, the number to call is always 940-329-4110. That is 940-329-4110. And remember, this is a caller-driven show where callers will have 2 minutes. You can call in, you can rip, rant, and kick knowledge about all things NFL. And if you get carried away, man, I got the cussing bell to save you and me. Nothing like the cussing bell. So if you want to file some F-bombs, some S-bombs, or some S-gravy, that's what the cussing bell is for. Now let's talk football. Now look, I'm playing hurt today. I'm coming down with something, man. I don't know if it's the flu or I don't know, man. I'm not feeling that good, but you know what? The show goes on, so I'm playing hurt. Want to jump in and talk about, man, let's start with last Thursday night when those Motor City Kitties took on those dirty, no good Cowboys. The reason I say that because now I'm being facetious. Cowboys are in our division, and I always cheer for every team in my division to lose. Now, I am fan first, podcast the second, and my team, if you don't know, it is the Commander football team fighting Redskins, and we're going to talk about that today too, man. Ay. And as you can see, I am still dressed in blue. Blue means my team we got this dark cloud hanging over us that refused to go away. So I'm always feeling blue, especially after the day where we got beat. We didn't even score. We didn't score. We're going to circle back around to that. But let's talk Cowboys football. The Cowboys were making a run. There were good feelings all around. The Christmas season was coming around. The Cowboys was talking playoffs. Playoffs. I ain't kidding. Kidding me? No. Playoffs. And then they ran into this team out of Detroit called the Detroit Lions. Now, the Lions had something to play for, too, man. They had just came off of a previous loss. And so it was a get-right game for both teams. Cowboys had some momentum. They wanted to see was it fool's gold or was the new acquisitions that they got on defense? Was that a what I would call a game changer? They picked up my man Williams from the Jets, made a few moves here, grabbed my man Wilson, a linebacker. And all of a sudden, the Cowboys went from being the worst defensive team in the league to maybe top 14, top 15 league. So, defensive team in the league. So, there were some changes, but you had to take a look at the teams that they were playing. First, they beat a slumping Eagles team that somehow, I don't know what's going on with the Eagles, but, hey, they were number one in our division. Cowboys took them down. So, hey, big pat on the back to the Cowboys. Then they also knocked off my man Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Because when you large and in charge, somebody going to call you chief. So they took care of the Chiefs. So things were looking up for the Cowboys. And then all of a sudden they were back at 600. You talking about 6-1 with that one tie coming, I believe, against the Green Bay Packers. So things was looking up for the Cowboys. Then all of a sudden they ran into the Motor City Kitties. and the Detroit Lions put a 40 burger on the Cowboys. So that means I'm not gonna say that they can't make the playoff, but it's not looking that good for the Cowboys. I think the latest data that I looked at had the Cowboys with maybe like an 18% chance of making the playoffs, maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little lower. And I think it puts the Motor City Kitties, I think they're back within maybe 50% chance of making a playoff. So you can see, and that happened last Thursday night. So they had the whole nation to themselves. And hey, big ups to the Cowboys. I mean, big up to the Motor City Kitties. Now let's talk about my team. Now look, we are, as you can say, out of the playoffs because we played today, but we were, I don't know, we lost like 9 games. Jaden was coming back. You know, the talk is, should we shut him down for the season or should we let him play? My thoughts are, hey, you're a football player. You get paid to play football. Hey, we can't put him in a Barbie doll box, so let's let him play. We rolled out today. Now, here's the thing. You know, I tell people, man, thing about the show is that you can rip, rant, kick knowledge about all things NFL. You can call in and you can kick knowledge. I wouldn't consider myself going on a rant, but I am pissed off. Um, and the object of my anger is directed towards Cliff Kingsbury. Now, I know I'm old school. I'm old school football, and I know I don't always agree with some of the play calling of the new school offensive coordinators, but it's a different game. Today's game is more wide open, more offense or whatever. But for me, the basics of football stay the same. Hell, when you're 3rd and 1, run the damn ball. And that will determine what you're going to run on 4th down, if you're going to go for it on 4. But for some strange reason, Cliff likes to throw the ball on 3rd and 1. Not only is he going to pass, but it's always some one option pass where we're just going to throw it to the flat. And if the guy catches it, cool. And if he don't, but you only seem to have one running back out in the pattern. I don't understand that. Somebody please explain that to me. When we can turn around and hand the ball off to a power back like Chris Rodriguez, if we get the 1st down, we're happy. If we pick up half, we can come back. Now we got 2 options. We can run, pass, or let Jaden try to pick it up. But to me, it's like we limit ourselves when we just pass the ball on 3rd down. Cliff, I don't understand it. But, it's time that we call Cliff on the carpet. Now, look, when he calls a masterful game, I am the first to say, man, Cliff Kingsbury called a masterful game. But today, I'm sorry, man. Today's game was crap. We start off running the ball, and let me back up. But I noticed since Mariota's been in there, we have featured more of a run attack. Why the hell did we not continue with that same type of attack when we got Jaden back? All of a sudden it goes back to, Jaden pass, let's watch Jaden run. Let's give him the ball, let's watch him run. You're not incorporating all of the other tools that you have. You got a power back, which I wasn't too happy when we got rid of Robinson because I've always said when you have a power game, it forces defenses to play you different. Now, when you have a back like Chris Rodriguez and my man Robinson, run pass option is usually not going to work with that kind of running back because they got to have some space to kind of get some, they need some distance to get their momentum going. So if the running back is just standing right beside the quarterback and you either going to either pass it to him or keep it, whatever, you're not giving him enough time to get his momentum and wait for it. So when he hits the hole with force. Maybe it's me. I don't know, man. But I'm like, come on, man. It's play calling. And then look. I know there's talk about Cliff may be in line for a head coaching job. I'll be honest. I'm getting to the point where I don't think Jaden can grow any further with Cliff. I'm not calling for the man to be fired. I just know everybody has caught up with what we run, and we got to do something different. I mean, it's I'm at my house and I can call out plays. And there's not we don't have movement. We don't have no motion. We just give the ball to Jaden and let him throw, let him run. Okay, we got a good dynamic running quarterback, a dual threat quarterback. Doesn't mean that we feature him as our running back. Somebody wake Cliff up and say, Cliff, guess what? You have running backs that's on the payroll. They get paid to run the damn ball. Give them the ball, especially on 3rd and 1. Keep the drive going. And let me circle back to our defense. We have got some guys on this team. I'm not gonna call any names, but we have got some guys on our Commander Redskin football team that I believe have packed it in for the season. Because the effort that I witnessed today on defense was terrible. I don't know. Well, first we blamed it on Witt. Okay, we saw Witt. Let's give it to Witt. It's bad defense. Okay, all of a sudden DQ took over the reign and started calling plays. Now all of a sudden, same thing. We got guys missing tackles. We got guys. We're still throwing chunk plays where chunk yardage where guys just running by themselves. We got safeties and cornerback can't decide who's gonna pick up who. It's a hot damn mess. Our defense is terrible. We know it, but I was hoping we would do better. Man, we played against J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings. It's not like this is juggernaut offense. It's like, seriously, this guy pretty much, you might well say he's still a rookie quarterback because he was injured last year. Didn't get a lot of playing time, but yet we made that guy look like he was Drew Brees or some legendary quarterback, Sonny Jurgensen or somebody. Joe Namath. We made that guy look like he was Joe Montana. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Should we shut Jaden down for the year? Yes. 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 And for the idiot people out there that keep saying, well, wait a minute, he's too small. He's too small. Well, you know what? He is the exact same size as the Cincinnati Bengals' quarterback. Cool Joe. Joe Burrow. Same size, same height, same weight. You know, it has nothing to do with the guy too small. It has to do with play calling. It's play calling. And stop comparing the man to RG3. Not RG3. RG3 was a good dynamic dual threat quarterback, but his emphasis was more on running the ball. With Jaden, Jaden is a passer first. Now he's gonna run to pass the ball. He's a passer first. He would prefer to pass the ball. We got to go back and look at our play calling. We got to fix our defense. We got to look at play calling. If that means getting us a new offensive coordinator, if that means moving Jaden under center so we can bring some more options, I don't know. We got to do something. We've got to do something. This was last year. We caught lightning in a bottle, and we went pretty far. But truth be told, I've always known that we were 2 or 3 years away from being where we want to be. Guys on defense, you all can play, or you can start thinking about playing golf. You make the decision, man, because what I saw today was terrible. Lack of effort, no poor tackling. It was just poor effort, man. And as professional athletes, you gotta do better. You gotta do better. You gotta do better. We gotta do better, man. I'm always hanging with my team. I'll always be a Redskin Commander football team with emphasis on the Redskin first because I've been a Redskin fan for over 50 years. But regardless of what we call ourselves, they're going to always be my team. I don't go back and forth with that. Hey, let's go back to being a Redskin. You know what? That ship has sailed. If we go back to being a Redskin, cool, I'm with it. But I'm not where I'm just swearing off the Commanders because they're not. Hey, look, it's a different day. It's a different day. So we got to get with the program. Different day. Yep. Man, let me get a sponsor in here before I flip out. Hey, let's discover Crown Royal blended Canadian whiskey, patently fit for a king. And whenever you see me out and I'm crime fighting, man, somebody hand me a bottle of Crown. Crown me, baby. Drink Crown Royal responsibly. And minors, you should never, ever, ever, ever be drinking Crown Royal. Crown Royal, that is my drink. All right. Now, before I went on my diatribe, now keep in mind I am playing injured, so I'm just trying to go back and forth and back and forth to try to set the tone. But I do expect to hear from, in fact, he texted me today, Brandon from D1 England University, big time Raven fan. So I'm gonna probably get him in here as soon as I hear from him, and I want to hear what happened in the world of the Baltimore Ravens. Sports therapy.
FH Jr., it's the Ravens extraordinaire. You already know we know how to mess up a game, boy. We know how to mess up a wet dream up in this mug, man. All right, man. Where should I begin with this game, though?
Man, you have an open mic. I just want you to tell me what happened.
Bruh, here's the thing. Why we stopped running the ball? We were running real good. Now, people will tell me Derrick Henry got 25 touches. No, it's when he got the touches. And I swear to God, that was a touchdown. Lively had 2 feet in, but he should have caught it and tucked the ball. But my whole thing also is the way we doing plays and what we doing, I just don't know what's going on. Because it seems to me we trying to sabotage to get Harbaugh out there. Because the defense ain't worth a damn. How we let Aaron Rodgers score a rushing touchdown?
Yeah, I know.
I'm over here like, bro, and you know me, if y'all don't want it, I'll do it for you. If y'all don't want this check, I'll suit up. Because at some point, it's about pride. But it just baffles me what goes on. But that touchdown was a touchdown. We did get cheated. I am going to go on a limb and say we did get cheated. But as of right now, man, I don't know what's going on. Like I said, it's probably going to come down to the last game of the season, us in Pittsburgh. But as I told you before, we playing like straight doo-doo. And there's nothing else we can do.
Well, my man, let's eat this elephant one bite at a time, because that's the only way you can eat an elephant. Let's talk about that touchdown. And I'm gonna be as impartial as I can. You know I love you, brother. And I will say this. I thought the play, I actually thought it was a touchdown. I did. Because not only did the guy get 2 feet down, he held the ball up to say, hey, touchdown. Now, and I actually thought that the officials were going to go with the play that's called on the field, because for me, I just said, if we got to go any direction, I just didn't see enough to overturn the call that was made on the field. And next thing I know, next thing I know,
come on,
it's like no touchdown, bruh. And I believe, I'm old school, I just believe that the referee should not have any final say as to how the game's going to turn out. I don't think a referee should ever determine the outcome of a game. I don't. If for me, that should have been a touchdown. A touchdown. It was a touchdown. So I don't know, brother. I don't know. But now that's one. Circle back to the fact that Jolly Rogers, as I call him, the fact that Jolly Rogers ran a 10-yard touchdown holding the ball out. And I said to myself, what the hell is going on when 40-year-old, 1,000-year-old Rogers is running a touchdown, aka the Jolly Rogers? What say ye, brother?
Look, this is what I'm saying. Now, Aaron Rodgers has never been really much of a run threat in his whole career. However, me looking at the scheme that we're playing defensive wise, what the hell is going on? Because it seems to me that I don't think does anybody want to actually play? Because at some point pride got to kick in, dog. And it never kicked in.
No.
I actually don't have any words for it. Maybe it's just time for a complete reboot. But the fact is, this was our chance. We got to take advantage. Did we score a touchdown? Yes. Are they going to give it to us? No. And now I was actually surprised there wasn't ruled a touchdown, especially us being at home.
Yeah.
But defensively, it's like we can't stop the run. We can't stop the play action pass. DK Metcalf just getting whatever he wants. Field goal kicker missing extra points and shit, man. What's going on, man? What are we doing? What are we doing? Then we had Ray Lewis come out. He was the legend of the game. That ain't help. Like, okay, when we're looking at the stats, DK Metcalf had 7 catches for 148.
That's a lot.
You know why? Because the Steelers had 0 turnovers and we had 1.
True.
We outrushed the Steelers 217 to 34 and lost the damn game.
At home.
Hey man, look. One thing you cannot give another man is desire. You cannot give a man desire and want.
So the question I want to ask you, is Lamar Jackson healthy?
I mean, clearly it's been a lot of injuries going on, so he's not healthy, but is he good enough for us to win games? Yes.
Well, then my next question comes back to play calling.
Hey, dude, you know what I'm going to say about that? You know, I don't mince words about play calling. Hey, man, look, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, got to go. Head coach, you on the hot seat.
I just don't understand when you have Lamar Jackson and you have King Henry. Now, granted, they walked an extra man in the box to try to take the run away, but you cannot take the run away when you got 2 dynamic runners, man, and you got speed on the outside. You got all those other options. It's almost like who is it? Is it Todd Monken, you guys' offensive coordinator?
Don't know why he there because we gave his ass an extension after Lamar won his last MVP.
It seems to me like he is watching the game instead of calling the game, if that makes sense.
Get his ass up out of there, dude. Because we got the best rushing tandem in NFL history, yet we don't know what we're doing. An offensive coordinator's dream. A Cliff Kingsbury dream.
Well, you know, I got something to say about Cliff Kingsbury, but that's later on. So where do you guys go from here, man?
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. At this point, we just gotta change coordinators, and then we got to get to the point where we can actually win games and control the clock. And really, if it isn't for a few crucial mistakes in the beginning of the season, preferably that first game, that pretty much set the tone for the rest of the season. So I think as of right now, what we have to do is we might have to clean house from a coaching perspective, man, and just get some new energy in that front office.
Because I'm just not seeing what I saw last year. Now, granted,
Not at all.
because granted, it is hard to repeat what you guys did last year because what people don't understand, they think about the physical aspect of the game, but there's a mental aspect as well to be able to get to muster up that mindset one more time like you guys had last year.
I mean, that loss to the Bills at the end of the season and then at the beginning of the season this year, that might have just mentally drained some of the people in the front office, dude. You lose to the same team basically in the same fashion both times. Shit.
And that's what it's starting to look like. It's like either the guys have, the guys are just not responding to the same coaches' voices, or it's almost like everybody's just going through the motions, expecting somebody else to make plays when every man should be making plays for themselves. It's like,
I agree because the way I'm looking at it is, even last year, we had the worst defense in the league for the first 10 weeks.
Yep.
And then we just turned it on. But, like, now it's just looking like, man, dudes are just getting, I don't know what it is coverage-wise. But then I can't even get mad because it's like, are we putting up enough points? I mean, against the Bengals, our offense really didn't do us no justice like that.
That was a bad loss.
Now, what helped our division was the Bills beat the Bengals today. So, I mean, at least the Bengals really don't have a chance to take over the division. And, I mean, I'm pretty sure, next week, shit, we got the damn I think we either got the Bengals or the Packers. And, I mean, shit. You know what I mean? Really, this division is pretty much up for grabs. But, hell, does anybody want to win this shit?
I think I'm on the outside looking in, but it seems to me like it's just going to come down to you guys – and the Steelers, as far as, when one team wins, the other one will take that spot as leading the division. The other one will pretty much be out. Then when the next one wins, the other one, they go to be the head of the division, and the other one is out. So, it's almost like there's no room for a wild card to get in to make the playoffs. Through the wild card route, either you got to win the division or you'll be at home.
I agree fully, brother.
And I'll be honest, I was just thinking when you guys went through that rough patch, and I was like, okay, y'all last 5-6 games seem to be kind of on the easy side compared to the first part of your schedule. Now, of course, division games are never easy. I don't care what the records are. Have you guys played the Browns twice, or do y'all play them again?
Yeah, man, it's just terrible in the state that we at right now, man. Can you hear me right now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just a bad situation that we in all the way around, man, in our organization. Don't know where we're at from top to bottom, but as a Ravens fan, man, we got to keep going, bro.
So, is my man seat getting hot? Is Harbaugh seat hot?
You talking about Lamar, or we talking about Big Don't?
I'm talking about your head
Harbaugh's
coach.
seat been hot since 2018, bro. Lamar's saved his ass. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, I kept telling people Harbaugh inherited one of a great situation. Hell, Mike Tomlin inherited a great situation. We're looking at two coaches that inherited a good ass situation that has barely been keeping the lights on. And both of them is literally coaching for their lives. So, it's a difficult situation. But what I'm gonna say is, man, I can't be mad at either organization, man.
Well, I can tell you, I'm pissed off at my offensive coordinator, bro. We didn't score. We did not score today. How do you play 4 damn quarters and not score at all? And like I tell people, it is time to point that finger squarely at Cliff Kingsbury's play calling. It's like, dude, because I noticed when JD was out, he called the game totally different. It was centered around running the ball because you pretty much knew Marcus Mariota was limited in what he could do. You catered to the things that he did best, but you featured the running game. We went right back to the same get the ball to Jaden. Jaden make plays, everybody watch. Instead of coming out and featuring the run game.
Man, y'all need to quit playing with Jaden Daniels, man. Y'all gonna get that man hurt tremendously bad, bro.
I was like, dude. That's why, for me, I just think it may be time to part ways with Cliff. Because I'm thinking maybe he's taking.
Now think about Cliff Kingsbury. Kyler Murray had his 2 greatest seasons and got his contract off Cliff Kingsbury. Then when everybody found out his playing style, that's when everything went down for the Cardinals.
Yes. Bro, I can sit.
So Cliff Kingsbury is great if you have a new quarterback and you want to get the best out of him his first year. After that, shit.
It's like he got, I don't know, 15, 20 plays, and that's it. You don't know how to adjust, man. Roll your quarterback, move him, slide him on the center every once in a while. Do something different. But it's the same old run pass option. You got here's Jaden Daniels. Man, bro.
I'm telling you, dude, the biggest mistake y'all made was trading Robertson, man. Y'all don't have a run threat. Y'all can't run the ball, and now y'all struggling throwing the ball from play action things.
Well, see now, I got to beg the difference on that. Now, granted, Bill is he's not a power back, but Chris Rodriguez can do some of the things. Now, can he do them as well as Robinson? No, but I don't care who you got if old boy is not going to consistently run the ball. You're not letting your running back get lathered up because you're not giving them the option. There's some times when Chris Rodriguez is just having a hell of a day running the ball. Next thing I know, Cliff will go totally away from that and just start letting Jaden throw it around, run it. And it's like, bro, what gets me is 3rd and 1. 3 times today, we were 3rd and 1, and this man did not just simply hand the ball off and let that 3rd down run dictate what you're going to do on 4th down. Each time, brother, he tries to pass the ball with one real good receiver out in the field. It's like, dude, it's almost like I get so frustrated with Cliff play calling, man. Dude, it just burns me out, bro. It just.
Dude, you gotta understand where he came from, play calling wise. Dude was at Texas Tech running air raid offense, and he's used to that running. He's used to a quarterback just airing it out. The defenses in the NFL is different.
Very different.
Little gimmicks to get by everybody, and now people got film on you.
Yeah,
that's tough on y'all, man.
So we're gonna have to do something different, man. Hey, I got another brother trying to get in here, man. Let me get something for what you do, brother.
Hey, man, it's the Ravens extraordinaire, Brandon Cooper. Hey, man, Harbaugh days are numbered, Tomlin's days are numbered, but we still going to win the division, baby.
All right, man. Thanks for calling.
All right. Yes, sir. No problem.
What's going on, my brother?
Hey, it's my homeboy Glenn. Homeboy Glenn, you should be on cloud nine right about now, brother. Steelers won,
Yeah,
and, and
it's still the crowd is turned down and foggy.
Jolly Rogers,
It's
Jolly.
still the crowd is foggy.
You got the Jolly Rogers running for
Man,
touchdown. You beat your nemesis.
man, only thing I can tell you is we back for a week.
He said for a week.
I don't know how long we're gonna last about a week because we got the Dolphins next week and people not talking about them. They talking more about the coach getting fired a month ago. They done reeled off 4 straight wins.
True.
Ain't nobody saying nothing now. So, evidently they getting something together down in Miami. Because they fighting for a playoff berth just like, everybody else. And,
Yeah.
So we got to worry about them next week. We still got a murder row schedule. We got them, Detroit, and Cleveland.
Yeah.
And then Baltimore again.
Yeah.
And then,
go ahead.
and then we have Baltimore the last game. And Baltimore got a hell of a schedule. They got Green Bay and New England and Cincinnati. So whoever win out of Baltimore and Pittsburgh, it ain't gonna make no difference anyway. They just gonna get put out the first round. All the thing they doing hurting each other. They just hurting each other when the draft comes.
So now I want to ask you this, homeboy Glenn. Mike Tomlin, your favorite coach. Now word is they're not gonna fire Mike, but they're gonna put him on notice as far as with his contract. Now, once again, y'all got 7 victories. Mike got 7 victories. All he needs is 2 more, and then that means Mike will continue to have his his winning streak. But is that enough?
No, well, man, I put it like this: if the people don't understand, man, like I was telling my brother the day we were talking, man, since I've been watching football, I never knew the Steelers have 3 coaches, and I know there's a lot of noise on the outside, but the Rooney family, the Rooneys don't run their organization like nobody else in the NFL. They don't spend money. They just whatever they got, that's what they deal with.
And they are a blue collar family. And they have a blue
Blue
collar
collar
team.
family.
Blue collar team.
That's right. They're not gonna give rid of Mike Tomlin. They're not gonna fire him. As bad as people might want him to fire him, they're not gonna fire him. Mike Tomlin gonna be there till Mike Tomlin get ready to go. And like I was telling, I know it's gonna sound crazy when I say this to you tonight. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the guys get up. I wouldn't be surprised Pittsburgh get on the road these last few weeks of the season. Because we got a couple pretty decent wide receivers. That Stanley guy and that guy come from the Carolina Panthers. They're not world beaters, but they're veterans. They're good veterans receivers.
Well, y'all did get some good yardage out of your wide receiver today. Everybody showed up. For some strange reason, I don't know, you guys seem to have the Ravens number. I don't know why, how, whatever. Because, there are some teams that just play other teams well. And all the things that the Ravens do against other teams, for some strange reason, they just cannot do it against the Steelers. There wasn't a heavy dose of King Henry. Used to, normally we're watching King Henry running over somebody, running away from somebody, and going on those 70, 80-yard house calls. And he really didn't get going today. Yeah, I mean, he would pick up maybe 3, 4 yards here, yards there. And y'all seem to have done a masterful job of containing Lamar Jackson. So, like I said, it seems like some teams play other teams better than, like I say, style make fights.
Yes. Well, getting to that, man, I would listen to the caller before I called in. I was listening to what he was saying a while ago.
Brand.
Man, they need to make a coordinate. Same way Baltimore and Pittsburgh got the same problem. It's not the coaches, man. You know, people might holler about them. They've been there too long. I don't really. Sometimes you got to make changes on your coordinators. I know you want to be loyal to them. They're just like our defense coordinator, Terrell Austin. He's not living up to the expectations. You know, they're like the defense regressed. They're like it went backwards this year. Same way with Baltimore. Baltimore had a top 3 defense last year.
Yes.
This year they can't cover nobody. You know, it's just I don't know, man. They're not gonna fire Jim Harbaugh, and they're not gonna fire Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin ain't going nowhere.
I agree.
I get mad at him. I get mad at him. But man, them guys, I just don't see them Pittsburgh. I'll be shocked as hell if they did. I'll be shocked if he stepped down. But I don't think he's going nowhere. To him, to Mike Tomlin, that is like a challenge. He tell you all the time, I don't run away from problems. I run to them.
And the thing about the Steelers, when you mention the Rooneys, they do run their organization like a family. You know, with most other organizations, when it comes to the NFL, you're seen as a commodity. You know, it's almost like,
right.
You know, I'm not really attached to any particular player. I'm not particularly attached to any particular coach. Hey, you know, 3 years, if you hadn't done this, you're out. But with the Rooneys, it seemed to be like, hey, number one, you got to buy into Steeler football, which is toughness, tough defense, run the ball, play defense, be tough. We blue collar, we the Steelers, and that's the monarchy.
That's right.
That's who we are.
Yes, that's who they are, and they ain't gonna run it. They not gonna do it. They ain't gonna run. They ain't gonna do it no different way. You know, most teams, you look at teams. Most teams, like you said a while ago, I was listening to you talking about y'all offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury. Man, that dude is not a coach. A hell of a coach, man. He's not a hell of a. This dude had a losing record in college. They got hired as a NFL coach.
Yes.
How the hell that makes sense? How the hell you didn't win shit at Texas Tech? Texas Tech just started getting better in the last 3 or 4 years in football. You had a losing record there, and they hire you as a head coach. Just because you had a funny going, the same offense the Houston Oilers used to run back in the early 80s. It just spiced it up a little bit.
I know.
It don't take long for defense coordinators to figure that out.
Nope. Because when it comes to stopping Jaden Daniels, all you do is squeeze him up the middle. Don't let him break containment. You force him up the middle, and you know, and
he should have been playing today.
Well,
they should have really been playing. I think they should have let him play out the rest of the season, because you're taking a big risk putting him out there right now.
Well, the way I see it, man, if you a football player, hell, go play football. You know, hell, we can't put them in Bobby boxes. Yeah. You're gonna get hurt. Now, I know there's some gonna say, well, now after we lost today, then no, he don't need to play no more this year. You know, why are we rolling him out there?
Right, because this man come out, he just come back with a dislocated elbow.
Yeah. I just think when you're a young quarterback, you need as much live fire as you can get. But I think we do need to shut him down now, all because our defense is so terrible to where all of a sudden he'll start to think he'll start pressing, thinking he's got to do more to make plays. And then I'm just not happy with Cliff's play calling, man. For me, I know, you know, we old school, and I just know when it's 3rd and 1, always run that ball, man. Run the ball. That way, if you know you're gonna go for it on fourth down, if you went for it on third, you got when you come. If you don't make it, you come back on fourth down. Now you got two options: you can run it or pass it. But when you come out here and say, okay, we just gonna try to pass the ball on 3rd and 1, and you send one receiver out into the flat, it's like, dude, what are you doing? If you don't make it, now you gotta come back on fourth down, and you gotta throw the ball now. So like, man, run the damn ball.
And then you got Debo Samuels, you got McClure, then you got the boy from Arkansas.
Yes.
Man, you got some hell of a receivers, man. Not to score no touchdown.
We did not.
Or get in field goal range, man.
Yes. I mean, you can do so much with Debo. Every once in a while, hell, slide Debo on 3rd and 1, put Debo in the backfield. Even if you're not going to give it to him, you can fool people like you don't give it to him. Because when you move Debo around, other teams have to take notice of that. We got Jalen Burks. Let's do something with him, but to simply want to let Jaden try to run the ball on 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3. Like, man, come on. We got Chris Rodriguez back there, power back. We was playing good football last week. Good running. The running game was working. I'm thinking, okay, when Jaden come back, we're gonna start running the ball more, not running him more. Like I said, brother, I just get upset talking about Cliff. I just know it's time. It's time for us to maybe look at another offensive coordinator, because I just think right now maybe the marriage between Jaden Daniels and Cliff Kingsbury, I think it's probably has ran its course, and I don't think we can get anything else out of it, because I don't see, unless I just don't, man. I can sit at my house and tell what plays we gonna run.
Yeah, man. Hey, what do you think, man? I'm gonna tell you a scary team in NFL to me. We talk about it here, man. Seattle gonna be dangerous, man.
They beat the hell out of somebody today.
Yes, man. I wouldn't be surprised they take that number 1 seed, man.
Yeah,
they got a tough schedule. I wouldn't be surprised, man.
All right, now, homeboy Glenn, let's get into the way back machine, as they used to say back in elementary school. We're gonna get into the way back machine. Let's travel way back to last Thursday night. Cowboys, Detroit Lions. Because those Cowboys, they were still talking playoffs until they tangled with those Lions. Now, for me, I've always said I think the Eagles are going through something, and we talked last week. They lost so many guys off that team, offense and defensively. They just not the same. So, and when it came to Kansas City, the same with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are not as talented of a team as they were 2 and 3 years ago. They're just not. And for me, I just thought that wasn't the measure stick to determine whether the Cowboys going to go on some run. I said if they beat Detroit, then I'll stand up and take notice. Didn't happen.
Man, what do I always tell you about the Cowboys, man? The great Stephen A. Smith said about the Cowboys. They're accident waiting to happen. They're accident waiting to happen. Man, you when you got Quentin Williams and all them guys, sure enough, you put pressure on the football, and I give them credit. But who can you cover?
Nobody.
Who can you cover? What did I tell y'all about George Pickens? He's one of the most athletic receivers in football. But sooner or later, he's gonna throw them little shenanigans.
And boy,
he gonna flip them.
So
he gonna flip.
So now let me ask you a question. Since we talk about George Pickens, what happened to make him not? Because I remember this one particular play where he just held up. He didn't give it all he got to try to catch the ball, and he was called out.
That's right. That's right. And see, when it comes to do your contract, they're gonna look at all of it. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna look at all of that and see, man. It just I don't know, man. He's one of the top talent in football, but his mindset, man. You can see how he act. You know, I give him credit. But I know one thing. I just want to see what Pittsburgh gonna get in that third round for. I want to see what our pick gonna be for trading his ass, because man, they didn't give it. The only thing the man wanted y'all to do is get him the ball, at least throw it to him. And you got him in Metcalf. It'd have been tough on opponent, just like the CD Lamb.
Well, here's the thing that got me. So, when CD got hurt, CD got a concussion. So that meant picking, you're going to be the man. You are going to get the ball force-fed to you because CD is not there. He didn't respond. That's what got me. It's like, okay, now you're the number one option. And when I saw certain plays that he just geared down, he didn't give it all he got. And then he got called out. He got called out about it. And then he seemed like that. For me, it seemed like there was more effort in the little fight on social media than playing football. Because I think the excuse that he gave was, well, he was being double teamed. Hey, when you're a good receiver, you're gonna always be double teamed. You know, that's why they pay you big dollar. They don't pay you big dollar to be one-on-one with anybody, brother. You get paid to move the chains, make scores, make defensive coordinators have to adjust the whole game around you.
That's right. And see, that's why I tell you, he's a hell of a receiver, but he's not a person you want to be your number one receiver.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
And then he gets mad because he thinks he are the number one receiver. He thinks he are the number one receiver, but his attitude won't let him be a number one receiver.
Okay, because that's what I was going to ask you. Is he – because I'll be honest, between him and CD, I think he is the more overall talented wide receiver. He scares me more on big plays, but you can't count on him to be there when the game is on the line or when, okay, we coming to you, we need you to make a play. I don't know, man.
And that's true. He's not. That's what I'm talking about. He's not, and that's what it called problems in Pittsburgh. And sooner or later, they just got him this year. The season's not over. Next year gonna be worse than this. They're gonna be ready to get rid of him. Man, them guys, I don't understand them, man. Them guys, man, make plenty of money, and got good opportunities. But you're not bigger than your team or the league.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, but yes, and he whatever he learned it, he'll become a better football player. It's not about you all the time.
Well, the thing about the NFL is the NFL don't give you that many chances, brother. They really don't.
No. And I tell you something else. You got wide receivers. You remember I forgot how many years ago, it's not been a long time ago, Odell Beckham made that hell of a catch that Sunday night or Monday night game.
Yes.
And they showed it on Sports Center every day of the week.
Yes.
Hell, you got guys coming in there in high school now making catches like that in high school.
Yep.
So they coming in the league quick and fast.
And more polished.
And more polished.
So that means
the
league don't have to put up with you. They really don't.
No.
Now they may not find someone as good as you are, but they can find someone maybe 90% as bad as good as you know what I'm saying. They can find someone that's 90% instead of 100%, and then they can still let you go.
That's right. Man, you think about it, man. Every team in the league got at least one hell of a wide receiver.
Yeah.
If not two.
Well.
It's just, very few teams in football the wide receivers is weak.
Oh, yeah. And, well, hell, take a look at us. We didn't want to pay Terry McLaurin. Hell, he's hell of a receiver because that whole deal was, well, you're 31. We don't want to pay you all that money because that's how the league thinks. is that there's always going to be somebody else that we could get cheaper that can give us more years than we can get out of you for paying you this amount of money. I just know, and I had to call on you because I said if anybody gonna know anything about George Pickens, it's gonna be my homeboy Glenn.
Man, George Pickens going to the Cowboys in my eyes like he ain't worth a damn. Yeah, I'm glad. Like I told you before, I rather as bad as I hate to see us struggle this year, I'd rather for us to lose and miss the playoffs than have a guy like him on our team. Because they don't ever cause a problem, man.
That's bad.
You know, it's bad enough you got to go through the trenches, working your butt off every day trying to win. And then when you got a guy sitting over there pouting, you know, missing team meeting, coming in late, you're not doing nothing to make the team better. You know, man, them guys get too much money for that, man. Get paid too much money for that.
Now, you know my man Daniel Jones. Yeah, he tore his Achilles today, brother.
Yeah, the coach looked like they might miss the playoffs, man. They started off good, but looked like they might miss the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's why.
But getting back to Baltimore, I want to say something before we get up. Getting back to Baltimore, man, it's something about that offensive coordinator because you got Derrick Henry.
Yes.
You got Lamar Jackson. You got three nice wide receivers, hell of a tight end.
Hell of a tight end.
Man,
Flowers, you got Trey Flowers. You got toys, man. He got weapons, brother.
Yeah. But he don't open up the offense enough. You know, it's something about the offense. It's something about that offense. Man, there's not no excuse for Derrick Henry. I know he's getting up in age now, 30, 31 years old. But it's not an excuse for him not touching that ball 20 times a game.
And it's not so much as
you 31.
And
go ahead.
And it's when you let him touch the ball. Don't start running him when you know at the beginning of the game. You got to set the tone with Derrick Henry. They don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
They
don't set no running game.
You get down in the red zone, and all of a sudden you don't even give him the ball. You don't give him the ball.
No. I don't understand it, man. Never understood it. I don't. The offense is missing something on offense, and the defense. They got an all-world defense back there. They got a hell of a defense, and they still missing some more defense. I don't understand.
Brother, I don't understand it either, man. I just don't, man. I just don't. I don't understand why they struggling. I have no idea.
Man, but I tell you what, though, they got 4 more weeks to get it together. Or don't they gonna let us sneak in there and we're gonna mess around and go to the AFC Championship game?
Well, homeboy, you about to hear the sound of my music, brother, because I'm getting ready to shut it down. Hey, man, appreciate you calling, man.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, brother.
All right, it is time to wrap it and cap it one more time. Want to thank my homeboy Glenn for stopping in. Like to thank my boy Brandon from D1 Ignorant University, big time Raven fan. And also, didn't hear from my my number one caller, that's Jay in Grand Prairie. Well, Jay, who that said they gonna beat them Saints? Y'all won today, so Jay might be somewhere celebrating. But anyway, like to thank you, my listeners, and we are checking out. For those on the yard, remember, always stay golden, and we will see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.